Pigtronix at NAMM 2010. I'm going to show you some new pedals. This is the Philosopher's Tone, first up, and it's a compressor sustainer pedal. It does everything from completely transparent, clean sustain to like real pretty singing liquid lead tones. This is a clean guitar sound, and notice completely clean sustain. And have a bite to eat. It's great for lazy lead guitarists like me because I just hit a note, come back, join the band. It's awesome. You can dial in the grit control and you can get some nice singing leads, bring the gain up. It also works for chords. Pedal, really a lot of uses for it. It's really cool. There's also blend control, so you can dial in the dry and wet signal if you don't want it to be so compressed. Next up is the Aria. This is our newest distortion pedal. It's a really cool small form factor. It operates on anything from 9 to 18 volts. It comes with its own power supply. It's got an active 3-band EQ, so you can really shape your sound. It's not just like a single tone knob. It's either too bright or too bassy. It's got a really wide range of usable sounds. It's super low noise. Like I said, active EQ, so you can really dial in your tone. It's everything from a nice clean boost to sort of that small Fender, little tiny Fender amp overdriving sounds like this. It's completely analog, so if you dial your volume down a little bit, play a little softer, it cleans up really nicely. Roll the gain up a little bit to noon, you're starting to get sort of plexi territory. Bring the volume back up, and you got a little. And again, you bring this all the way up, and I've got the gain pretty much maxed out, but it's a very quiet pedal. There's no hum, no noise. You can dig into it, get some nice singing lead, hence the Aria name. Next up is the polysaturator. The polysaturator is a little bit higher gain of a pedal. It's based off the overdrive circuit of our distortion. And like the Aria, has 3-band active EQ, so you can really shape your sound. And it really excels at everything from a clean boost as well to some nice and low gain stuff. And everything in the high gain world is definitely, you can get to atomic levels of gain, boost the lows and highs and cut the mids, and you can get total metal territory. And that's the polysaturator. One of our first pedals was the EP-1. It's an envelope phaser, and it has 2 sides, the envelope follower and the LFO mode. The envelope follower is pretty much like a Neutron type, real funky vocal quality, and the LFO is like the Uni-V Hendrix rotary style. And what we did, that popular pedal, everyone wanted a modification to be able to play both sides at the same time. So we started offering that, and it was such a big hit that we decided to incorporate it into the original production. So this is the sequel, this is the EP-2. This is a brand new pedal, and I'll tell you what it sounds like. Side, like I said, it's like a rotary, and we have it set up to just a standard expression pedal for speed. And the 2 sides together are really fun, really expressive. You can get that whole warbly sound with the vocal liquid tone of the envelope column. So you can hit the blend switch, both lights go on, and you're able to, just get completely unique swirling sounds. It's awesome. favorite pedal of ours. It's a dual delay. It's got two sides, the standard tap tempo mode, which everyone's familiar with. And the other side is a modulation delay, which is a manually set. You can do short, medium, long delay times, and there's a manual knob. You can also use an expression pedal to control the speed. What's really cool about the modulation delay side is it incorporates tremolo and chorus on the repeats. So instead of having like a tremolo in front of your delay where it will show up in all of your signal, this is only on the trails. And it sounds really amazing. You get some really lush tones. About this pedal is instead of having just one delay, it has 6 multi-taps, which uses analog circuitry with a digital brain, so it's completely analog sound. It sounds like an old tape delay. And these are effectively 6 tape heads, and they're all in fractions of the global delay time. So you have 1/3, 2/3, 1/4, 1/2, and 3/4. And they're able to work within your delay time and be perfectly in sync. So this is the normal 8th note delay. And if you have the multi-taps, you'll notice other notes starting to come in that are perfectly in sync. It's like having up to 6 delay pedals, but they're all perfectly in time. So this is the 1/3 delay, which happens 1/3 of the global delay time in. Polyrhythmic type textures. It's awesome for ambient noise, longer delay times. You can get a lot of sound going on and still retain that clarity of the front delay because the multi-taps just sort of trail them. And no one really wants to play with the guy who's so robotically, mechanically, and again, that's a really cool thing that you're able to do. But I can't think of very many drummers who want to be confined to having to play to the guitar's delay because it's so perfect. So what we decided to do was add something that made it sound a lot more organic and lush. And it's a 6 switch that we add. It's based off of 5, the golden ratio, which is the number found in spirals. And the idea being that as you hit a note on the delay, the longer that the time goes away, the notes get closer together. So it's like ba 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 ba. And so when you engage that, you're able to have a lot more delay in your signal and still retain the clarity of the individual notes. But you get a really nice pad and a nice pad of sound underneath what you're playing. So it sounds like this. It's awesome for leads because you're able to still retain the clarity of the individual notes. There's not a whole bunch of trails, clearing up and covering up the notes that you're playing. So if you throw some distortion on in front of the pedal, it really gives you Thank you so much. Again, check us out at Pigtronix.com and from Jer Coons. See my music at myspace.com/JerCoons, JerCoons.com. Thank you.